When discussing floods and low-lying coastlines, one typically thinks of New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina, but we should also reference its neighboring metropolis, Houston. In the last 5 years alone, Houston, Texas has experienced 4 once-in-a-century floods. Flooding in the Harris County has been recorded since its founding in 1857. However, a combination of bad infrastructure and changing climate are causing these floods to become more frequent today. Houston shares many traits with its New Orleans neighbors. The city was established in the Buffalo and White Oak Bayous, consisting of 22 interconnected swamps. The city has built a mitigation system where water from the bayous drains into 2 main reservoirs when filled. Naturally, the bayous could absorb much rain. However, a rapidly growing population has led to mass development and filling parts of the bayous. To a region with clay soil and tropical climate, having reduced means of natural absorption in Houston means greater surface runoff and flooding. However, the distribution of the bayous is not the only challenge Houston faces. The city is sinking at an average of about 2 inches a year. The descent is due to the subsidence from the overpumping of aquifers. At city center, Houston's elevation is only about 50 feet above sea level. While 2 inches doesn't seem like a lot, when you add that to an already low-lying region, it could be detrimental, as has been evident in the last decade. The city of Houston is not only situated in low-lying wetlands, but it also borders the Gulf of Mexico. As we've learned from our readings, the North Atlantic waters have increased in temperature due to climate change. The warmer waters have contributed to more powerful coastal system with stronger storm surges. This occurrence was unmistakably apparent with the Hurricane Harvey in 2017, with storm surge over 12 feet. It goes without saying these events are catastrophic. Harvey occurred over $100 billion in damages and 68 deaths. It is predicted that flooding will only get worse in Houston. Climate change and a growing population depleting the area will eventually lead to complete submersion. Nevertheless, there are several preventative measures the area can take to slow the process down. One initiative that has proven successful is returning the bayous to their natural state and removing developments along its banks. Also, improving infrastructure for future climate changes in mind. Lastly would be educating the public. There have been several attempts at water conservation with no success. In Texas, people want to see a profitable value before making a change. Houston needs the support of its residents to make these changes successful.